All right, well, behind me is the Ford Mustang RTR, and in front of it is the man himself, Vaughn Gittin Jr., president of RTR, and obviously a pretty darn good drifter. And I actually want to start by telling you a story. I was at the Goodwood Festival of Speed in 2017, I think it was, and you were there, and some other drifters were there, and you would go up the hill, drift up the hill, and then you would come down, you did a little like tandem drift halfway down the hill, put on a show. And then one time you were going down, and actually a third car joined you, and there was 3 of you going in this tight circle around the hill at Goodwood, and that was seriously one of the visually coolest things I've ever seen in a car.
Yeah,
so
that was sketchy. I remember that moment because it was such a tight area, and 2 barely fit, and I forget who got in.
It was a Miata.
It was Mad Mike jumped in.
Yeah.
Kiwi Mad Mike, and yeah, it was epic. Yeah.
So here we are a few years later, and we're once again behind a Mustang, and I'm looking at it right here. Still under development, still a little bit of light camo on it. This is a Ford Ecoboost. What else can you tell us about it?
Well, this is, a lot of people know RTR, and we've done dealer installed vehicles now. Just last year, we launched our own pre-title vehicles based on the 5-liter. This is a collaboration we've been working with Ford on for about 1.5 years. This platform is the Ecoboost, and I'm very proud to say that this is the most accessible, fun, turbocharged Mustang ever. I can't speak about the things that you can't see, but what I can speak about is obviously it's got our RTR signature lit nostrils.
Yeah.
It's got a new upper grille, brand new wheels that we designed with Ford. Very much, RTR design language with a little, Mustang love. The stance of these wheels, a little more aggressive offset to offer some more performance, and obviously that look that we all love. And beyond that, this is just a preview. So like you said, it is under camo.
Yeah.
The other thing that we can mention is it does have some Dark Horse bits on the chassis. And the other thing that I kind of let slip, but I'll just say it again, is that it's got anti-lag. So we were able to do a lot of really cool things with Ford. The engineering team was just phenomenal to work with, just on the same vibe, just wanting to build something very cool for customers. And at the end of the day, I love cars, period. I was like, and so this opportunity to build the most accessible, enthusiast-focused performance vehicle, which will allow customers to go enjoy all the things I like to do behind the wheel, is just a dream come true for me. And yeah, I'm excited for it to really get out and be out in the wild. So thanks for coming out.
And you've been doing a lot of things with Ford for a while, and we've seen that kind of enduring quality of like Vaughn Gittin and Ford Mustang, and how the 2 brands are kind of united. And it was just last year when I drove the new 2024 Mustang, and it had the drift stick.
Yep.
And it had an ability to literally lock the rear brakes for you and help you aggravate the rear end and get a slide going. I assume that this would have some kind of evolution to that.
This absolutely has a drift brake, and I helped develop that drift brake with the Ford engineers.
And
like
they were very open about saying that.
Yeah, but just to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing that Mustang can't do. And the fact that Ford continues to evolve it, when S550 came out, I'm like, what else are you guys going to do to make it better? And then 650 came out, and all the technology and the clusters and the drift brake and the increased performance and the steering feel, like they just continue to impress me. And this was an opportunity for me to pour some passion out. My entire RTR team was just so supportive and all about making this happen with the Ford team. And so, this is the first time that Ford's ever worked with anybody at this level in 60 years. And to allow us to be involved in such an icon at this level, this is the dream that, the dream of all dreams, frankly.
Yeah.
And here we are,
Can you speak to the reason behind starting with the Ecoboost and not the 5.0?
Accessibility.
Okay, so this is getting a lower price point for people to get in an RTR.
just accessibility in general, right? Whether you're talking price point, you know, the ease of driving a close to 50-50 weight balance car.
Sure.
All the things add up and made it make sense. You know, I also have you know, look, I come from I started out in import cars, right? And then I fell in love with the Mustang.
Formula Drift was almost exclusively import, wasn't it?
And I chose to bring a Mustang to Formula Drift because I fell in love with the Mustang, and I wanted to help Mustang become relevant again in a young space, because I thought it was losing cachet. And so to have a 2.3 turbo, for me, I love turbocharged motors.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I love V8s. Everyone knows me. I drive a 1,500 horsepower Mustang in Formula Drift, but I love turbocharged motors, like the low end torque and the turbo sounds, and just the ability, you know, the lightweight of this car having almost 50-50 weight balance. There's a lot of benefits to that, and I have a lot of passion to bring something very cool to the turbocharged Mustang crowd that doesn't want a V8, can't justify one, can't afford one, whatever. And I am excited about this being welcome in the community, and this breaking the mold of that Ecoboost are, you know, watered down Mustangs, because it is not.
I totally agree. And I think you bring up a really good point about weight distribution. One of the best handling cars, this was the S550. They had the hypo pack, the high performance pack of the Ecoboost S550, and the lighter front end. Man, that thing turned in beautifully.
Huge difference.
It made a great difference, and it was the most nimble Mustang I'd ever driven.
Yeah, and you know, for most people, I mean, look, the amount of power this has, 80% of the people on the road shouldn't even have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's plenty to be done with it, and plenty to enjoy. And so I'm very passionate about that. Again, I just want people to have fun behind the wheel of cars, and that's what this car is going to enable, and at a very accessible entry.
So you can't say too much about the details yet. Can you say when we'll know more?
I can't, because I don't.
Sometime in the future.
I don't have that answer.
Yeah.
I am very confident to say you'll know more this year.
Okay.
And it just when that is. You know, it turns out that you know, making cars takes a long time, and doing it the right way and the way Ford does it, for them to be able to offer the things that they do around them. So, you know, I'm, you know, the vision is here. The majority, you know, everything is signed off on, and now it's just the rest of the process. So, you know, just pumped and grateful to be here.
Well, Vaughn Gittin Jr., thank you so much for taking the time. It's exciting to see more just credibility given to the EcoBoost, the four-cylinder turbo era of Mustang, because we are talking about more horsepower than a 2010 Mustang V8. We are talking about way more torque.
Right.
I mean, so we're
and the weight benefit.
And the weight benefit, absolutely. Not to mention it's four-wheel independent suspension and on and on.
True enthusiasts know what's up.
Exactly.
The haters gonna hate.
But not Vaughn Gittin Jr. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Much love, y'all. Thank you.